Alright, so veganism. First things first, this is actually a request video from one of my friends. You can probably find his YouTube and whatever the fuck it's called down below, and hope you guys are entertained or whatever. So, without further ado, let's make fun of vegans. So chances are pretty high that at one point or another in your life you have run into one of those absolutely disgusting, filthy human beings that we've come to know and love that are called vegans. Now, there are many reasons for people to become vegans. Like, it could be for religious purposes, it could be because, like, you know, they have to go on a diet because they're a fat cunt. So there's a plethora of reasons people become vegans, but most of the time it's just fucking retarded, okay? I'm sure you're well aware of this. I'm just pointing it out to make sure that you are well aware of, you know, whatever. Anyway, as there's been a recent uprise of hipsters and just hipsterism, there has also been an increase in vegetarianism and veganism. See, the thing is though, I actually asked one of these, you know, just trendy hipster vegans why they became vegan in the first place, and their reasoning for this was that they actually heard through PETA that going vegan would actually help the animals that they're trying to save. Which, you know, is a very probable cause and very nice. But are you aware that in 2009, PETA received 2,366 animals, but they euthanized 2,301 of them, thereby killing 97.3% of all animals that they received? In 2006, they received 3,061 animals, and they euthanized 2,981, thereby killing off 97.4% of all animals they received that year. Just last year, just in 2014, they received 2,631 animals and euthanized 2,324 animals, thereby euthanizing 88.3% of all animals that they received for that year. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, okay, sure, they killed lots of their animals, but they probably managed to get a lot of them adopted too, right? In the 2014 example, after euthanizing 88.3% of all of their animals, only 39 were adopted, and the remaining 252 were transferred to different animal cares or shelters, whichever you prefer. Only 39 were adopted. In the 2009 example, where they euthanized 97.3% of their animals, only 8 were adopted, while the remaining 31 were transferred to different whatevers. In the 2006 example, with a 97.4% euthanization, only 12 were adopted, while 46 were transferred to different areas. So I've been talking about PETA for a while, so I'll just start talking about fucking vegans. You know, the thing the video was originally going to be about. You know, time and time again, you'll hear vegans go, "Oh, but soy is so healthful for you. There are no health hazards." But the thing is, if you took time to look into the actual science of whether soy is dangerous to you, then you would realize that the actual answer is yes. Because literally, there are thousands of studies that link soy to not only malnutrition, but also digestive distress, immune system breakdown, thyroid dysfunction, cognitive decline, and even super fun things like reproductive disorders and infertility, and even cancer and heart disease. Not only that, but over 90% of the soybeans grown in the United States alone are genetically modified in one way or another. Because of this, soybeans, you know, if you look at the actual research, it'll show that soybeans are actually as bad for you as ingesting meat is, if not more so. Not to mention, it tastes like fucking ass. Not only that, but there's also disgusting vegans that come up to you that start, you know, just fucking talking about, what's it called? Fucking wheatgrass or whatever. But, they're always like, "Oh boy, wheatgrass is so helpful for you. There's no side effects to this either." But the thing is that, like, you have to be cautious to never consume wheatgrass with a meal or to eat immediately after you take a wheatgrass shot, because, like, there are very noticeable side effects, like rapid excretion of toxins, headaches, nausea, and even constipation and a loss of appetite. I mean, if anything, that sounds more like you're doing cigarettes at that point, man. I mean, like, fucking, it's supposed to be healthy for you, not just fucking cigarettes, heroin, not to mention it tastes like fucking shit. And then, of course, you have the absolutely disgusting vegans. They're all like, oh no, common vegan dishes are great. You know, you can have stir-fry, pasta, rice and beans, cucumber avocado sushi, you know, all sorts of fun stuff. But the thing is, you know, nutritional deficiencies are a huge concern in the world of veganism because, like, children need you can't, how the fuck are you gonna get protein out of, like, a fucking 3 things you can eat? What, vegans can't eat anything derived from animals, including meat, cheese, eggs, milk. How? Look, children can't be healthy when they do that. I have known vegan kids, and they just look like they're disgusting and malnourished, and just like they're straight out of the fucking Auschwitz or Gulag or whatever. Like, come on, man, you can't do that. They look like these. Some of these. Maybe even some. Alright, so that's the most editing I've ever done in a video. I'm fucking bored. Gonna go jerk off now. Bye!